What's up, friends? It's Volt Firecore. Welcome back to Set Showcase. So, as you guys have seen, the past set showcases have some pretty cool thumbnails, I have to say. I think it's been 3 or 4 videos that I actually have a decent thumbnail. Start off with the Buzzwall video. No, not the Buzzwall video. What was it? The Leaf Yard video? I'm not sure. But I have started making new set showcase thumbnails, so yeah, that's pretty cool. What's funny, I actually pre-made the Aegislash one. As you guys can probably see by the thumbnail, we're doing Aegislash. Hope you guys like it. It's an Aegislash inside of a suit and then a sweatshirt or something. I'm not sure. I might have changed it, but it does have the same theme, regardless. Something about an Aegislash in a suit or something. But yep, like I said, we are going to be focusing on Knights of the Round Table, being the Aegislash, or Aegislash, however you want to pronounce it. So, we're going to go over some sets for this crazy, powerful mon. Let's get into this. Alright, the first set is the Choice Specs Aegislash. This is the one that most people use, to be honest. I always thought that Aegislash had to run things like Iron Head, Sacred Sword, Shadow Snake and Shadow Claw and all that, or maybe SD. No, it seems Choice Specs is like the most overall used set, and this is like at least inside the top 4 or 5 best Pokemon inside of Generation 8, I think. I'm not sure though. I know it's inside of like A+ rank. It's a good mon. Its stats do not lie. And what's funny is you might be like, oh, look at those mediocre stats. Jeez, how can this thing do anything with 50 base special attack? Oh no. Oh no. Let me show you something. Alright, here we are. This is Aegislash Blade. So, unfortunately, this mon is banned, since it's only active as its ability. The stance change ability, which is Aegislash's signature ability, makes it so whenever it uses a protecting type move, it goes inside of its shield form. And whenever it goes inside of an attacking move, it goes inside of its weird, crazy, epic blade form, which makes it super physically attack. Like, yeah. It has even special attack and attack, so you can run a special attacker and a physical attacker. So let's go back to the actual set showcase, though. Alright, back to the specs set. This thing has Shadow Ball and a Flash Cannon for some nice stab. It actually does have Shadow Sneak, which is kind of funny that this thing is running Shadow Sneak, even though it's a special attacker. But I'm not sure if the EV spread or the nature is correct. Maybe some people want it to be like a negative defense nature or a negative special defense nature, so you can have, you know, a good amount of attack, because at the moment it has a negative nature for attack, so its Shadow Sneak is not going to be doing that much. Well, it'll be doing more when it's inside of its blade form, but that's pretty much just to get in there and take out some Focus Sash mon, since priority's good. It also has Toxic, since that's, well, this is kind of just the set I stole from Smogon. I usually run something else, like Flash Cannon and Steel Beam or something. I'm not really sure what I use. I have it inside of some of my teams. Maybe I'll show it later. But yeah, this thing has some pretty good speed. Like, not amazing, but you know, it can get in there and do its thing. And some crazy special attack. When it's inside of its blade form, of course, because its defense gets switched out for its physical attack, and its special defense gets switched out for its special attack. So it's going to have 50 and 50 in the defenses, and 140 and 140 inside the offensive stats. So that's pretty cool. But let's move on to the next set, which is what I like to call Tankazilla. So this is Tankazilla the Aegislash. I didn't name it that since I didn't want you guys to get spoiled at what kind of set it is. But this thing is a juggernaut. You're actually going to be able to see how much defense this thing can get up to. With a positive nature for special defense, you can get up far past, or just barely surpassing 400 inside of Spadef, which is pretty crazy. Has a pretty decent HP stat along with it, and with access to crazy moves like King Shield, which is basically Protect, but okay, so let me explain what King Shield does. So Protect is a move that, well, I think you already know what it does. It just protects you from anything that happens to you, and it's really good. But King Shield is Aegislash's like signature move. So instead of Gen 6 and yeah, Gen 6, it was a Protect, which made it so if you were hit with a physical move, they lost their attack ×2. So they got drastically lowered, or yeah, sharply lowered inside their defense. So, I mean, their physical attack. So that's kind of strong, but that was kind of broken, since this Pokemon in VGC was absolutely horrible. But there is a downside to it. You can still be statused. So Protect, let's say someone goes for a Will-O-Wisp, the Protect is going to block it. But King Shield only works on actual attacks. So like special attacks and physical attacks. And like I already said, if it's a physical attack, you're going to lose some of your physical attack. But yeah, you can run Protect if you really want to avoid like Thunder Wave or something. But King Shield works too, especially on this Mon. Yeah, you can run a physically defensive version. But personally, I see more people trying to go for things like Flamethrower. Actually, yeah, like with Dragapulse and all that. But maybe you want to watch out for like knockoff on Zeraora or things like that. But yeah, you can use this very tanky set for Aegislash. On to the next set. And that set is SD Air Balloon. So this is the first physical attacking set. Just always remember, the attack goes up when it's inside of its different form. But this thing has an air balloon to avoid ground type attacks. So you can switch it in, I guess, and maybe mess with some people. It has access to close combat and Iron Head, which is pretty cool that it has Flash Cannon and Iron Head for, you know, physical build and special builds. Shadow Sneak, which is optimal here. You can run Shadow Claw, but I think priority is a little bit better. And then, of course, SD, since SD is the legendary set that everyone uses with this thing. Well, especially on the air balloon, because you can get in there, maybe something's like choice locked or something. You can set up an SD, and then they're in for a world of hurt. But yeah, this thing at max speed doesn't get to an insane level. Maybe you could do a Scarf Aegislash. I've never seen that, but maybe you could if you wanted to be that kind of guy. But let's move on to the next set. And the next one is going to be Choice Band. Now, Choice Band is well, actually, it's identical to the air balloon one, but this one has access to Shadow Claw. So, you know, you can switch it up. Wait. Why do I have 2 Iron Heads? That's supposed to be Shadow Snake, but let me switch that out for a second. Or for the rest of the video. Sorry about that. I forgot to check over the team before I made the video. That's a little embarrassing, but yeah. This is a Adamant Aegislash with Choice Band, since I think getting as much attack as possible is the optimal play with Aegislash. That's kind of what he's made for. But yeah, so if let's say you don't want to deal with the struggle of trying to get multiple SDs or all that, you can just get the consistent damage of Choice Band, and you can get a lot of damage with Iron Head, Shadow Claw, and all those good attacks. But yeah, this is the one that I saw a lot inside of Gen 7 and all that. Actually, never mind. Funny enough, he was banned inside of Gen 6 and Gen 7 in 2 Ubers. Now, I don't really know if that was warranted, because he's not banned in this gen, and I think Ghost types are even stronger in this gen. So I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. Like, there's no way in hell he's dropping down to any other tiers. But, you know, I think he's good inside of OU. I never get angry while facing an Aegislash. It's just, it's there. It's kind of frail, not the fastest, but if it can get in there, it can do a lot of damage. Okay, next set, which is the Autotomize, however you want to pronounce it. That is a Steel-type move that a lot of Steel types learn, which is a speed-raising move. So let's say you want to run Scarf. Well, why run Scarf when you can run Autotomize? So you can get your speed ×2, which is actually better than Choice Scarf, I think. Yeah, you can pair that up with a substitute. So let's say, I don't know, someone switches out because they have a Mon that's not going to be able to touch you. You can then go for sub and then go for Autotomize, or just hit him or something, and then you have some good special attacks here. If you want, you could pair this with a physical attacker or a special attacker, really however you're feeling at the moment. I think this actually, yeah, this has a negative nature inside of or minimum IVs. The only reason people run minimum IVs, because usually people want to run the maximum amount of everything, even if it's unnecessary. It's just kind of, you know, something that people don't usually drop down. But for this particular Aegislash, it's good to have as little as possible for one reason and one reason alone. With the Aegislash that required the Shadow Sneak along with its specs set, it kind of needed a little bit of physical attack so it can do something. The only reason minimum physical attack is used is due to the move Foul Play, which is a 60 base power dark type move, which does more damage depending on the physical attack of the target. So if you have I don't know, like full attack or something, like you use Sword Stance like 3 times or something, you have like over 1,000 attack. Even if Foul Play is resisted, it's probably gonna kill you and one-shot you, which is a very cool, cool little gimmick. So that's why most special attackers run minimum attack. You also can run minimum speed with 0 speed IVs with a negative speed nature, but that's usually only for Trick Room, which, you know, if I'm being perfectly honest, Aegislash might be good on since he's not the fastest boy in the world, but, you know, that's fine. But yeah, this thing can just use sub, autotomize, has a life orb, and it can do some good damage. And then on to the final set, which is a, okay, so this is, I'm not going to say it's a repeat of the air balloon set. Well, it kind of is. It just has no Iron Head, which you can switch out whatever you want. But this is a life orb instead of air balloon. But as you can see, this mon has access to Head Smash, which is a very funny move to use, since especially on physical attackers, everyone wants to put in Mandibuzz, since Mandibuzz is like the universal counter for Aegislash. It has like no moves, especially if it's like a choice locked or something, like it used Shadow Claw or something. It's not going to be able to do any damage, especially on a physically defensive Mandibuzz. And then Mandibuzz can go in and abuse Aegislash's naturally high physical attack. Even if he has a minimum nature, he's going to do quite a bit, especially if the Aegislash is actually like a choice banded set. Then he's really probably just going to die from one Foul Play. But this is in there to check Mandibuzz with Head Smash. So I'm pretty sure after an SD, Head Smash kills. I'm not sure. Mandibuzz is so fucking tanky, it's not even funny. But you can do quite a bit of damage. And maybe scare it out, since I'm pretty sure you're faster than most Mandibuzzes. Maybe. I'm not sure. But Head Smash is a 150, yes, you heard that right, 150. It's like Hyper Beam and Giga Impact, but it does not have a recovery charge. The only thing it has as a downside is its half recoil damage debuff. I don't know what you want to call it. When you use this move, you take half amount of damage from what you did to the opponent. So if you one-shot the opponent, you're taking 50%. At least I think so. Is it like... No, it's 50% depending on however much you did to them. So if you did 25, you're going to do like 12.5 to them or something. Yeah, so you're going to just be able to absolutely steamroll things, especially if they use a counter like Mandibuzz. But those are all the sets for Aegislash. Let's run over them again. We got the Choice Spec set. We got the Tankalor, the Chungzilla. We got the Air Balloon SD. We got the Choice Band set, the Life Orb, Autotomized Flash Can set, which is kind of fun. And then we have the Mandibuzz Murderer. Let's call it that. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for my Aegislash set showcase. I would highly advise using this mon. I think it's been like at least like top 20 inside of usage. The past 2 months at least I've seen it inside the top 20. It's a good mon. It's not the fastest, but it has a bunch of good attributes. But with that being said, guys, thank you for watching and keep on the lookout for my videos.